We're going to talk about She-Hulk episode 4 definitely because I enjoyed watching it. I enjoy this entire series. I don't care about all the hate. I
It's just
enjoy
fun.
watching it. It's
You know,
fun.
it's light and it's fun. Like I'm having a lot of fun watching it, man.
Let's see if I can go through my some of my comics. Uh, I always say people that complain about She-Hulk don't understand all the what She-Hulk is in the comics. This is what it is. She's fun. She's like she was Deadpool before Deadpool.
Hmm.
Breaking the third wall. It's just what's fourth wall. This is what they do, and
Yeah,
it's awesome, and you need to enjoy it for what it is.
yeah. She was breaking the fourth wall. You know, like in that regard, like she walked so Deadpool could run.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
you know, and she was always one of the more lighter characters. You know, were people going into this expecting Christopher Nolan? What's up? You know, I
uh,
don't get it.
that's
You
funny.
know, some of this shit was fun in the comics. Not
All of
everything
it
was.
was. I mean, she was promiscuous. I mean, she
Yeah.
was a woman that had fun and
Mhm.
fought people, and it was just good, fun stuff. This is what you're going to get. So I don't understand what people were expecting. So whatever. But
Yeah.
let's get back. So, what do you think about this episode? How did you enjoy it?
I liked that it leaned more into the legal aspect of her, you know, being a lawyer, dealing with more of the, you know, like more of the fantastical kind of supernatural aspects, and Wong playing a big part. I thought the
I need a
character of Matt.
lawyer.
I thought the character of Madison was just really fun. Her ditziness was just great. Um, I liked that it you know, kind of went more into her kind of like embracing She-Hulk, the She-Hulk alter ego with the
Dating
with
app.
the online dating, with the dating app and that sort of thing. So it was this was one of the episodes that I had more fun with. More there was more fourth wall breaking, like we had touched on.
A lot
I
more,
think it
yeah.
was probably at the most fourth wall breaking of any episode.
At the beginning, right when she was like, "I know you guys want to see more Wong, so here he is."
Yeah, she was doing that. She was doing that throughout. You know, the creators and the showrunners, they understand the assignment. They understood the assignment.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, yeah, I'm having like, you know, it's good to have that light escapism. This show provides that in spades.
Is there anything else that you liked that you want to kind of talk about?
Let me think for a second. The the dating montage was pretty funny.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that was actually really good.
that was
Uh,
really good.
see, if I'm talking about my likes, the dating was fun. The whole thing that she got no one as herself, and then
Mhm.
as soon as she became She Hulk, she gets all these guys that are fanboys. Because I'm pretty sure no matter what, she looks good. It's
That was in
fine.
the
A 6'7", 700 pound woman, I'm gonna be like, wow. The
yeah.
the idea that it's probably gonna be too much for me to be like willing to date. I mean, I don't remember dating. It's been 13 years, but
Yeah.
back then, I still say, it's probably was gonna be a lot for me. I would think, oh yeah, I want to be with She-Hulk. I like that. Like Wong. Wong was hilarious. He doesn't take himself seriously either, and that's part of the fun. I like.
Exactly.
I like the magician opening up portals and then going to court and them saying, "Well, it's part of his livelihood, so we're going to let him do it." That was stupid. The fact that they did that and then
Yeah,
fighting all the demons, I thought that was just creative.
definitely. One thing that I
Frank
will
Kramer,
also,
what's up,
hey,
guys? What's up, Tank?
the
Week
champ
one.
is here. um, the other thing, and I kind of do. This is going to be funny to admit, but when she was doing the dating app and getting all the hits as She-Hulk, the song that they played during it, that song admittedly is a guilty pleasure of mine. When they put it, I'm not even, I'll keep it 100%. I find that song catchy. I see you looking at my peep. I see
Oh
you.
my god! All right, here's a question: what are things you didn't like about this episode?
um, think that let's see
Why you thinking about that? I'm
the
gonna say I don't like. When she came back and she had all that the slime on her. I've
mhm.
been like, if you don't get the hell off of me and take a
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
shower, what's
Like
wrong with you?
wash your face first. I agree
It's
with
like
that.
don't be coming in with me with trying to give me a kiss with slime. I'll punch you in the
Yeah,
face, She
like
Hulk.
I agree with that. That was like ugh. I think the as much as entertaining as I found the Madison character, there were parts where like
Annoying.
her whole shtick kind of wore a little thin,
Yeah,
just a little bit. I'd say that the the Donnie Blaze character might have been all right on his own. He didn't really need the hype man. And I even though the hype man like didn't really hurt anything, and I'd say I kind of wanted to see more of kind of like what exactly people were seeing in these portals that he was having them go into.
yeah.
You know, Madison mentioned something, and I think like something was mentioned where it could have been Mephisto.
Yeah, sound like Mephisto. Exactly what it sounds like. So you went to the demon or the hell dimension, and Mephisto was the one that she saw. That's exactly what it
Yeah,
sounded like.
yeah, um, and yeah, like and why did with the character of Donnie Blaze, what would they have? Why was this guy taught the mystic arts? It was very clear that he was,
Yeah,
you know,
the ancient one was pretty bad with that one.
yeah, yeah. Like at least with characters like Stephen Strange or Mordo, there was something to be kind of seen in them.
Okay, I want to read this from Tank first, but I want to ask about more. I want to go back to that. All right.
Mhm.
He says biggest issue with the episode was Wong taking in a kicked out student. Seemed weird. Like you're the boss and you're taking him to court. Why? Use magic. I don't care. Yeah, I agree. But this is what was really strange to me. Why did Mordo? I think Mordo. Why would he go after the guy who was using magic to heal his back, and not go after the guy who's using magic in the courtroom or as a show? That made no sense. I was like, where's Mordo? He should have been going around killing him.
Yeah,
Like he shouldn't have had to worry about that. That should have been him going around killing everybody, not to worry about it, and then taking
yeah,
stuff.
but yeah,
Mephisto.
yeah, yeah. Mordo was cool with going and just stealing the power of a dude who was just using it to play basketball, not bothering anyone.
Unbelievable. And I'm like, okay, this dude's having shows and doing fake magic and everything and nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
Okay, your priorities might be a little bit messed up.
yeah. That just means Mordo's a bitch.
I didn't understand it. Maybe it was he wanted to go to that's the harder. But what anything else that kind of jumped out as something you didn't like?
Let me think. I'd say those are my main ones that come to mind right now. Maybe something will come to me later. But overall, it was pretty entertaining. It was a pretty fun episode, I thought.
There we go. Also, from Doctor Strange 1, we know people leave and do not use the magic for what they're trained for. So Johnny Blaze is ripping off Johnny Blaze and Wong. Yeah, yeah. But that's my point. Why didn't Mordo should have been going after them? That's something that Mordo would have been pissed off at, right? You're using
Yeah.
magic, doing it the wrong way. He should have been going after him. So I mean, that's just something that I kind of thought about in the episode. I mean, that would have been cool to see at the end of the episode, like, oh, we promised not to do it, and they walk off, and then Mordo comes in and says that's not good enough,
Mhm.
and then he just goes black, whatever.
Yeah. Like there was room for something like that. You know,
What do you feel about all these cameos? How do you feel about them?
they fit in the context of what they're going for with the show. If she's a lawyer for attorney at law for superhuman, like the superhuman division only, I think all these cameos were inevitable.
Are you
It makes
surprised that we haven't seen anything from Hell's Kitchen yet?
I'm yes and no. I think that as she's gaining traction as She-Hulk and becoming more, gaining more notoriety with these cases and that sort of thing, I think the more she kind of climbs that ladder in that regard, we'll start to see more because she's going to obviously make enemies in that regard. And then, hence Daredevil entering the picture. I don't know if you saw the mid-season trailer they put out,
Yeah.
but yeah, like that with Murdoch showing up. Spoiler alert! I'm sorry for anyone who's not watched that yet,
Dun-dun-dun.
but I think he's going to kind of give her that push that we kind of need in the middle of the story anyway to kind of use it for heroics. So, like he said, Jennifer Walters can, represent people in court. She-Hulk can step in when the legal system fails. So, and I think Matt Murdock, lawyer by day, vigilante by night. Who better than to tell her that?
That's my problem. I feel like Jennifer Walters, they're acting like she's unattractive. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's a lawyer in the city. Like you would think that she would get people that like her, and that she would have a life before these things. So I kind of feel like they're skipping over parts of the story that should be told. Like that should be something that should be out there. Like there should be more too. Why is she not getting more traction? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Tank says. So this is my least favorite episode. Like it felt weird, like a weird filler. I want to know who wants her blood. Inside we got dates. Instead we got dates. Yeah, I didn't hate it that they opened a can. They didn't keep building off of that. I do hate that they opened up the thing, show that people are trying to get their blood, trying to get her blood, and then never revisited it. So yeah, I understand the episode feeling like a filler, but I feel like a lot of it is just trying to get you to understand her world,
Yeah,
her frame of mind, and then now as we saw that that the mid season trailer basically is telling us that okay, now things are going to change. All the fun and games are going to have to hold for a little bit because we're going to have to go a different direction because she does have to realize that she has some enemies out there just because she's a superhero, and there are other
yeah.
superheroes that are not going to like her. And then I like the fact that she's getting sued because she said what's her name
Um,
what's her name
Titania, was it?
Titania. I was going to Jamil is suing her for the name because she came up with She-Hulk. She said so. I do like that, but I think she's going to start seeing the negative part of being a superhero and all the things that kind of come with it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be the next couple of episodes.
Yeah,
What do you think is coming in the future?
I think we're gonna get a little more of the serious side. Like I said, the first half of this, or the first couple episodes have been very light in tone and fun, and there's been like a sense of innocence to them for the most part. There haven't been any stakes really,
Yeah,
or at least any like really. There haven't been any stakes. So I think we're gonna start getting more stakes, and kind of her embracing her destiny as a superhero because we're not this isn't the last we're going to see as
yeah,
She-Hulk. She's there's rumors swirling around that she's already that she's going to be in the future Avengers movies, which is pretty much inevitable.
yep.
um so they got her, they kind of, I feel like shit's going to start hitting the fan.
You're going to see the negative part of all this, the negative side of all this stuff. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, kind of reminds me, kind of reminiscent of like how the most recent Spider-Man trilogy, things didn't start getting really really real until No Way Home.
Exactly.
uh, and
Yeah, go ahead and talk about one thing. I got to stop one thing real quick.
uh okay, but yeah, overall this was a great episode. I'm just having a like Brian and I have said so many times, just having a lot of fun overall with this show. I think that I love how much it's embracing the kind of lighter, you know, the lighter nature of the comics. You know, they called it Sensational She-Hulk for a reason.
Well, and people need to
You
remember
know,
what comic books are, and that they're
yeah,
not all story driven. Some of it is just events, things are
yeah,
happening, a day in the life of someone, and I think that's always great. Um,
me too.
so so we kind of already know where we're going. So what now? Rank the episodes. So we have 4 episodes. How would you rank the four?
I would rank this. I'd say episode 3. That'd probably be my first because that's where they like really went into Abomination, if I remember correctly.
Hmm? Yep.
Uh, followed by followed by this one, and then followed by probably the third episode, and then the first. So it came close to descending order, but not quite. But yeah, so I'd say 3, 4, 2, 1.
I would probably say two is probably my favorite episode so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 1. Or
Nice.
one. I mean, 4, 1, 1, 4. The introduction of her was important. But I don't think it was
Mm-hmm.
like that great. It was just
Yeah,
it's important. But four, this is fun. But is it important? I don't think this episode is important at all. So it's like I feel
I
like 1 and 4 are the exact opposites.
I get that.
You know, and because of that, that's why I was like, I don't know. I'll probably go 1, 4. I'll put 4. So that means it might actually be, like Tank said, the least favorite, but that's not really saying because I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah,
And I
it,
enjoyed the journey. I enjoy everywhere we're going with it.
yeah, it's just crazy enjoyable,
Yeah,
so enjoyable. You know,
and there's
just
nothing
having
I
a
don't
lot.
like, but I do think I am concerned when you have to have a lot of cameos in order to carry the series. So does that mean that She-Hulk is not strong enough of a character, or we're not developing her enough that she can't
Yeah,
really carry the story herself? There have to be other people involved. She's just a secondary character. It's
yeah.
possible.
I hope it doesn't use the cameos as a crutch or continue to use them as a crutch to kind of sell the show because she's a fine enough character on her own. I think the show really could benefit from having She-Hulk Jennifer Walters just kind of roll solo for a little bit.
And do you think that she's going to ever be comfortable in herself to be both, be in her real life, be Jennifer Walters, and be She-Hulk, and be comfortable with both of them? She's no
Yeah,
has no problem changing back and forth, but I feel like she's still not really comfortable in her own skin. She's
yeah,
less comfortable being herself than being She-Hulk, which is kind of
yeah.
weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm hoping that's a primary part. We've seen her like posing for like the press and cameras and stuff on the show, or on the commercials and trailers and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping they, you know, if they have kind of just mousy, permanently insecure Jennifer Walters, the show's gonna sabotage itself.
Yeah, you need to see
You know,
character development, and I
yeah,
think that's where we need to go the next episodes. We need to see her character, how it's going to start to move on, kind of add on to itself, and she becomes a stronger character and stronger within herself. So if we
yeah,
get that by the end, I'm all for the journey. If we
same.
don't, then I might end up saying that this they had a chance to really do something that they missed out.
Mhm. I
But
agree.
I said she could be a big connector. She could connect everything. I mean, I
Mhm.
said Hell's Kitchen, so you're gonna have the Defenders and all that stuff. You know, you have you could be a Spider-Man. You can have a lot of different things connected
Mhm.
with this one character.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that we do right by it. But
Mhm.
we're only episode 4, so let's see where we go from there.
Yeah, yeah, halfway. We're at the
Yeah,
halfway mark.
yeah. We
By
have
the
about
way,
5 more left. So